Hey, yo, out there, it's another episode of What the Wild Things Do with Pastor Squacho. That's me. Hello, yuns. How you guys doing out there at social mediaville? It is your forest furry friendly neighborhood Wendigolian skin walking Bigfoot Sasquatch creature, and yours is viewing sapient creature. And hello, you. It's got to my attention that just like when I was an athlete and pro wrestler, people are viewing and they're ripping me off and they're indignant or something. But so all this axe throwing business and all this shit, talking shit on axe throwers and stuff like that, and like I guess Luke from Cold Steel, the feller that as we know, there's some drama going on at GSM. Tay's got them there. She's given in to the jungle fever because they hired Luke instead of Joe X. Like the most brilliant idea, right? This is the greatest idea. A guy who breaks pocket knives in his pocket, playing pocket pool or something, compared to a demolition expert who should be on the movie like The Expendables. Okay, so since they keep jealously depriving T from Cold Steel of Joe X's iron rod, she's gone full jungle fever. She's bringing Tyrone around the set. It's all weird and awkward and now like over politically correct. And no one wants to use the urinal anymore next to Tyrone. And she don't even care what her dad thinks, all because everybody's vexatiously, jealously inhibiting her from Joe. And anyway, we'll move on. But all this axe throwing business and something about it's LARPing and something about their drunks and stuff about people rocking out and or something. So it all culminated and making me learn why God put me on the earth. Okay, I've already established, if anybody gives a shit, I live in California. Everybody's some kind of fucking indigenous or alien fucking mix of melting pot goodness. And now I understand that I'm like some kind of evolutionary upgrade to the Caucasoid prosimian species. I'm here to instruct and showcase unto people what and how God originally designed the ultimate white man. I haven't gotten around to this. It's been raining so hard. It's California. And now it's been raining so hard, but now it's just raining man. And I'm here to show yuns. I was put on the earth, just like Joe X, to add exotic flavor to the batch. You guys ever, because you guys are evangelical Protestants that'll never like do what Ben Franklin or Andrew Jackson said to fix your country, and you're sycophants for a dude that's on the Epstein list. And you'll always wait till Jason Aldean comes before you do anything like, water, like everything that the forefather said to fix this great country that I was barely born in. And I can't understand. There's a story in the Bible that Noah got drunk and he fell asleep naked. And his son Ham saw him. He's like, oh shit, that nigga stupid. And he went and hollered back at Shem and Japheth. He's like, oh man, that nigga, his fucking mother, he caught 45, he out. So fucking Japheth and Shem walked backwards and they dropped a rag or something on Noah. Noah got up and he said something about everybody who goes to the Raider games and freaking watches the Dodgers stab other fans in the parking lot in LA. And that was from Ham. Yeah, he went the lineage where everybody gets stabbed at Raider and LA Dodger stadiums. That's just a tangent, but you guys didn't know that. I'm just saying that because you don't really know your Bible. So I'm here to put back, I'm here to redirect people from like about to have like Colin Kaepernick and Gary Coleman as a grandson, and like have their rules and regulations and stuff overran by the Saracen horde again. The good Lord put me on this earth I'm here to recalibrate the loins of the modern wayward liberal and allegedly conservative bartending and alimony ticking time bomb white woman, which is all your soon to be cougars. Like once your like last kid graduates and shit, then like just like Sam Walton's chick now owns whatever and she funds BLM and other Antifa and shit. You guys will never get off your ass out and fight, and you call us LARPers. I'm here also to teach the white man how to actually be white men, so that they don't end up like this, like for the last 20 years. That's what K-TAAM Radio is about. This is all you guys. This is all you guys. Oh yeah, boy. Oh yeah, Marky Mark shit. Fred Durst. Rap rock. I live in the sticks, and I think I have a political opinion, but when someone from California where really shit hits the fan, I gotta talk shit when he has a real fucking viewpoint that I feel like a bitch about. And then let me get back into my animalistic formicile so all the ladies can sumptuously feast their eyes. Okay, and then, so, okay. Since guys like Luke don't want to retain all that Viking sumptuosity in the DNA of the original, what God intended for the Caucasoid prosimian, that only me and Joe X and Jacob B. Peterson from Prepper Bunkers Outdoors, and the dude that runs Black Scout Survival, and Joe Flowers from Condor Knives, yeah, that doesn't jip the shit out of their customers. God put us on the earth as a trifecta to like liberate and recalibrate the Caucasoid prosimian species as an icon and everything to like elevate themselves and to like refocus what they used to be back in the 80s when chicks weren't twerking on Tyrone's lap. And then they just handed everything away, man. They stopped being heavy metal. They started being politically correct because they're afraid to get their ass kicked at Dodger and Raider stadiums. Okay, so me, but more importantly, Joe X is here to salvage the modern white woman back from the mandatory twerk nation oppression that Tyrone has beset against the white man. That everything that Tucker Carlson said, that Jimmy Kirk or whatever guy, that his chick is now flirting with the vice president, everything he was about to say about politically incorrect shit, yeah, like there's only a few of us that have the balls or something. So anyways, Joe is the ultimate like sex object so that other future T's from Cold Steel won't fall victim to Twerk Nation with Tyrone, all an entourage to him at Raider and fucking LA Dodger games. Okay, I'm a Dodger fan. I like the Raiders and Dodgers because I want middle class families to be scared when I want them to, just like good music, a concert. When you go to, white people used to go to concerts where it's a war zone, dude. Now now you guys are just like kind of, I don't know, dude. You're doing the boot scoot and boogie to like Twerk Nation. It's not country music. That's why you guys need to stop eating soy and be like me and Joe X. Okay, Joe, to save T from GSM and why we are the only like First Amendment, and okay, so Jacob B. Peterson and myself are the only dudes that fuck with any kind of weaponry at all, getting called LARPers, that actually have the balls to advocate the Constitution, you know. Yeah, okay, so it's not my fault that people like Jacob B. Peterson and myself and Ted Nugent and I don't know, like Abraham Lincoln in the Bible, we're the only pause. This stupid moved. we're the only see here, it's worth it. We're the only freedom fighting gatekeepers of testosterone remnants. That's why kids nowadays should look up to us. Why? Oh yeah, and then like really, guys, like you guys try to flex and virtue signal that you supposedly support whatever color lines matters, but like authority figures will be the first ones to whoop your ass for a guaranteed paycheck if you actually ever did do a January 6th. And like a lot of veterans, like I go to the gun store and I have much of a beer gut to them, so they don't think I'm like they think I'm a California city slicker. They don't take me seriously, and I'm like no, dude, like you like you serve the government and its agenda. If you were like really like fought for our freedom or like our rights or whatever, like if you're really like a barrier or whatever, you would form a patriotic biker gang and then do everything that Benjamin Franklin and Andrew Jackson and Thomas Jefferson said. But you're not going to do that. You're just going to ride Route 66 and get some chick with your artificial gym buff arms, and you need Viagra and sit. So I'm a LARPer, but you guys never ran a mile in the last 5 years. First Amendment and Family Guy ass. Oh yeah, like you guys are just Family Guy ass having life motherfuckers versus real freedom fighters and the gatekeepers of testosterone, like me and Joe X and Jacob B. Peterson. We covered why authority figures aren't going to do shit or help you, and they just have a guaranteed recession-proof paycheck for being able to do like 20 crunches in an hour and jump a 6-foot wall. Why only me and Joe and Jake put it down for freedom, I explained that. Everyone else is afraid of their alimony time bomb to hate their knife collecting banal ass hobby. If they got off their ass and had the balls to get demonetized, like me or Jacob B. Peterson does, and actually believed in some of the shit that they spout, me and Joe are the post. Oh yeah, you guys, if you're a lady, if you like need Viagra or your chick isn't very willing and stuff, for you could get the poster icon of me and Joe X to hang above your marital bedroom ceiling for only $9.99 from Pastor Squacho. Buy a boy well. Okay, me and Jake and Joe, through the powers of real heavy metal and real Western country music, will be the purveyors of the Caucasoid prosimian race and be the kind of American that Ben Franklin and Andrew Jackson would actually be proud of. While you guys can't even run a mile, or you never even did like a combat sport in your life, telling me and other axe throwers like Midgard Axe that we're LARPing when we're gatekeeping the ancestral Viking like sumptuousness that chicks used to crave before you gave up on heavy metal and real country music and relinquished them, and God gave them up to their vices with Tyrone. And we're the only one proliferating that still in the DNA pool. Me and Midgard Axe and Jacob B. Peterson and especially Joe X, we're the only ones still circulating that all throughout the Caucasoid prosimian fucking gene pool. So in short, in closing, obviously, somewhere back in the 1990s, Odin and Thor were concerned about white dudes giving up on heavy metal, so they humbly told Jesus how the over-gentrified, bourgeois, incorporated modernity of the white man has cuckified himself into a false sense of virtue signaling, magnanimity, masking pacifistic cowardice and creature comforts, and allowing their Western empires to be overran by an inside job fascist tyranny, but they're too scared of Thuggus Ruggus Bone and the ATF and shit that actually compiled upon their patriotic icons and misdirected mass sycophantic psyopt and generated zeal and tangible posterity and ancestry in the States. they are actually the ones who are LARPing and should carry shields or whatever Luke said in his axe throwing video short, waiting for Jason Aldean to finally lead the charge to win their rights back as they close themselves in a bunker and only care about themselves in an actual shit hits the fan scenario, like another COVID conspiracy hoax. And they never even ran a mile in the last 5 years. And what they do is can also be called target practicing and thus LARPing too. And that the only way to survive this mass hysteria of Western male cuckery today is to subscribe to Joe X and Jacob B. Peterson from Prepper Bunkers Outdoors, and follow me on K-TAAM Radio and any other playlist on this channel that says like InfoWars or has political or theological advice. Because I know everything, obviously. And only purchase your outdoor cutlery from the closest things we have to an actual made in USA quality product for the price out there. SC and Condor Knife and Tool. Other channels are just knife collection with endorsements, but me and Jacob B. Peterson and Joe X are on a hunt for Excalibur. Jacob B. Peterson is on a hunt for the Excalibur of truth and freedom. And Joe X just has this iron rod that T from Cold Steel would need 5 Tyrones to equalize. And she's begging Lynn to make the plaster cast tactical from Joe X plaster cast Pantalona series. The only thing you guys out there need to watch on the internet is, for your new souls, Black Scout Survival, Jacob B. Peterson for Prepper Bunkers Outdoors, Joe X and myself for sports, Jay Dyer for theology. And in closing, I brought some goodies, guys. I want to show you some of the goodies I brought to you. I just had with me the Condor Warhawk. I just got this. This is the SC Gunstock War Club from SC. I just had the Condor Warhawk. Let's see. Maybe it's discontinued from Condor. If you don't find it, just buy something else from Condor. This is the SC Espat SC Espat series Odin thing. This probably weighs 8 pounds, guys. I wrapped a bunch of shit on there so it can never break. It's smashed against a bunch of rocks. I don't care. I have a lot of other shit going on. I could also play bass guitar and martial arts. I do this just for exercise and fun. And like how Joe Rogan, who I have a better back kick than, he's a midget, and he talks so much shit on the Liver King. I'm the Liver King. I'm like the new Liver King, guys. I admit I am fucking on steroids. They should be legal. It should be legal to say that you could fuck with steroids. And what else? I advocate that a man who's free could find a simple joy. All I'm selling you guys is a dream. That you don't need much to be happy. You could come out here and throw a baseball with your kid, throw a fucking axe, hit a punching bag, go for a fucking jog or some shit, try to learn some bushcraft shit. As long as everybody leaves you the fuck alone, you don't go AWOL and shit, or you don't light the forest on fire. And that fuckers like us can be trusted going in the outdoors. We don't need regulations. We don't need helicopters or cameras and trees, okay? We don't need to go somewhere where there's a bunch of loud, smelly-ass people with their fucking bitch-ass music that me and Joe and all I just describe are here to fix, right? I'm here selling you a dream that you don't remember the Holy Constitution, and that a fucking man could be happy with very little, dude, just by being left the fuck alone. And that if you give a man a lot of freedom, he could be entrusted in it. Cause see how I don't light anything on fire? I don't fucking shit or litter everywhere like fucking family-oriented people like you Family Guy dudes do. You fake-ass good people. Like, I don't do any of that shit, dude. I don't come out here burying bodies, dude. Like, you leave me the fuck alone, dude. And then I'm not like, I'm not at Starbucks scaring the libtard chicks, you know? I'm not like, you know, what Luke does and fucking takes a pee right in the water fountain while he's trying to break pocket knives, pocket pool, whatever. Joe's a demolition expert. He doesn't get that job. I don't understand. A lot of people bought Cold Steel or like noticed Cold Steel at Turner's because of Joe X. Bit there. Remember, guys, the closest thing to American quality product can always be found at Condor Knife and Tool in Essie. And again, yeah, guys, all the stuff I say might be discontinued, so just buy something else from Essie or Condor. Like, you know, I had what's that called? The Condor SR1 Lite, the Condor Spartan. What else? I had the Condor Trench Hawk, the Condor Warhawk, the Condor Seal Pub. What else? The SE, the SE El Chete. So, nah, Tops is still on my good list, guys. I like Tops. I'm a Tops fan. I'm a Tops fanboy that is a Joe X fanboy, and I'm fucking proud, guys. So here's like a 5 or 8 pound axe that you have to wear a belt so you don't get a hernia, and it somehow supposedly develops punching power. And I'm too lazy to lift weights anymore, and Benny the Jet Rodriguez would call me a bag beater. I haven't sparred in 5 years. Nobody wants to spar me anymore. Like Luke from Cold Steel, he'll never call Jake Paul and tell him about our feud so that we could go curtain jerking for Jake Paul's next fight, and we could see who a LARPer is, and we could see how good axe throwers are at martial arts and real whatever not LARPing is, what axe throwers are, whatever not LARPing. So if you guys, I'm gonna advocate you. More importantly, subscribe to Joe X, and then come check me out, and we'll teach you how to be a man. I could, if you're not a douchebag, I could teach you martial arts, how to throw those fucking axe. I'm gonna miss a lot, and then like in an hour, I'm gonna hit like fucking 5 to fucking 10 times in a row when nobody's watching. So this is how shit goes. I think I suck at my new hobby. I hit a moving target recently, a pest. I unalived a pest on the yard with a moving target with this heavy ass shit. And like a fucking video game, it took about 20 or 30 seconds for it to fall over. It was pretty like, yeah, everything I do is majestic and action packed. So, kind of like Joe X. Anyways, guys, so we're gonna throw some axe, and I'm here to teach the Caucasoid prosimian how to be a real American, how to be a real man. So we're gonna listen to Ben Franklin quotes and Andrew Jackson quotes. Anything's copyrighted, they're gonna mute or fuck up my shit. So I'm here to show you. I'm here as God's upgraded batch of DNA spliced into the Caucasoid prosimian bloodline, here to instruct that their chicks don't have to twerk on the lap of Tyrone. They can always just hook up with Joe X instead. I'm here to showcase all the Viking DNA to chicks nowadays who would otherwise be airheaded and stupid like the Kardashians or something, and give you a grandson like Colin Kaepernick. I'm here to emulate Viking sumptuousness to draw them back away from the clutches of Tyrone, back into the realm of the Viking christened Viking Crusader that I obviously that me and Joe X and Jacob B. Peterson from Prepper Bunkers Outdoors and the dude from Black Scout Survival only is. And so with all that saying, yeah, here to splice up the Caucasoid prosimian DNA with all my sumptuous Vikingness that they're denying, and they're not keeping in their DNA by not throwing an axe and not living like me and the Liver King. And Joe Rogan's a midget, and I have a better spinning back kick than him. And everybody remember that any kind of cutlery that you need whatsoever, it can be found at the most American as it gets products that you're going to possibly find for the price and quality combined, which is going to be Condor knives and Essie knives. Like again, I got to go get the Condor Warhawk I had the Condor Trench Hawk. I had the Condor SR1 Light. I had like the Condor, all the Condor machetes that you get at yeah. So yeah, GSM has got tyranny, dude. Everything's made in China. So she was begging Lynn to make the Joe X plaster cast thing, and he said no. So she says fuck it, and she's got jungle fever now. That's what's gonna happen to every white woman if you guys don't subscribe. If you guys don't sit there, if you don't subscribe to Joe X, if you don't watch Jacob B. Peterson every fucking 15 minutes or so, maybe twice a day if you're a go-getter, at least like 3 times a day. Watch Black Scout Survival. Listen to K-TAAM Radio. Buy me a coffee. If you don't do those things, you're gonna lose all your women, dude, to Tyrone, dude. And all the while, I was here getting demonetized and people talking shit because they can't emulate as much testosterone or majestic Viking sumptuosity. So I'm here to help you guys. I'm here to help the Caucasoid prosimian be all they could be. And yeah, man. So keep on rocking the free world. You're gonna go check out guys like Gavin McGinnis. Is Alex Jones still on our side? Joe X, Jake. All you need is Prepper Bunkers Outdoors, Black Scout Survival, Joe X, Mel Gibson, me, and your kids will be they'll know what it is. They'll have the template, how to be a man for life. And then you got to throw an axe to keep all that Viking DNA, that sumptuous, majestic Viking DNA that only me and Joe X have, that females used to crave before you guys, the average, typical, modern-day Caucasoid prosimian, was scared of your fucking neighbors, dude, bringing down the fucking property value and shit. And you started looking like Fred Durst and fucking... what's that called? Fred Durst and fucking like Marky Mark, and then your daughters stopped hanging out with Kip Winger, and then they didn't have people like the Ultimate Warrior or myself or Joe X to have the poster above their ceiling, to have the Joe X plaster caster to dream about and to cultivate good vibes and vibrations. You know, and then so you guys fucked up your own country, and then so closing, we're gonna listen to Ben Franklin quotes first. You're going to subscribe to this channel because you're a real American. You're going to subscribe to Joe X. You're going to understand that all you need in life for your viewing entertainment, you don't need to go to Disneyland. You don't need to go to the movies. You just need to watch whatever Mel Gibson's doing for entertainment, Joe X, myself. And for your news, all you need is Black Scout Survival and Jacob B. Peterson from Prepper Bunkers Outdoors. That's all you need. And for your outdoor cutlery, all you guys need is Condor Knife and Tool and Essie. That's as American as it's going to get for price. Work Tough gear is amazing. They're never available. So if you don't find the Condor Warhawk, if you don't find the Condor SLR1 Light, if you don't find the Condor Trench Hawk, they're discontinued. Then people they weren't cool enough like me. They didn't want to throw axe at trees and preserve that Viking DNA. They want Colin Kaepernick as a grandson. They want to look like Marky Mark and shit. I'm aging more gracefully than fucking John Cena. Man, thank you God. That's what you get for not doing chicks in the wrong hole and shit, dude. You guys are fucking sick, dude. I'm here to recalibrate the white man to aspire what God intended you to be like, you know? Me and the Liver King, dude. You got midgets like Joe Rogan, who I got a better spinning back kick than, talking shit on Joe Rogan. You got all these little people, dude. You gang up together and you try to cancel culture. You claim you're MAGA or Red Pill or fucking Republican or some stupid misled shit. American, you think, you know, and then fucking you attack people who are actually your prophets. Just like Jesus told you guys, you don't read the Bible because you're evangelicals. You don't do shit. You don't know about anything, dude. And you're like, you make everything look stupid and make it atheist. And so you guys don't understand what I'm saying, dude. So anyways, remember, guys, all you need for church is Jay Dyer. Go Jay Dyer, Jay Dyer. He's the new Alex Jones. He's the new InfoWars. That Black Scout Survival is just as fucking good. Actually, he'll lace you up, with fucking being prepped, dude. Prepper Bunkers Outdoors is the best news source too. And then for sports, all you need is me and Joe X. And for an aphrodisiac, all you need is the poster of me and Joe X hanging above your marital bedroom ceiling for like, na 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 na. So we're going to listen to Ben Franklin so I could teach you Caucasoid prosimians to retain your Viking sumptuous DNA that only I and Joe X have retained through throwing axe. Since you guys want Colin Kaepernick and Gary Coleman as a grandson, and you guys want AOC to be president, and you guys will never do anything the founding fathers of your own country said, God invented me to splice up the Caucasoid batch a little bit to get it going so the chicks will leave the tyranny of twerking for Tyrone back to the safety of real crusader christened fucking sumptuous christened Viking badassery that emulates through this channel by me and Joe X. So you guys are welcome. Keep on rocking the free world. You're gonna absorb Ben Franklin's words. You're gonna do what Andrew Jackson says. So I don't have to go whoop all your ass, dude. And I don't have to take my shirt off in front of your chicks so that their DNA will start regenerating the Viking sumptuous fucking on the lookout mode, right? So you don't end up with fucking Colin Kaepernick as fucking grandson, dude. Today's edification is brought to you by Condor Knife and Tools. Joe Flowers and me, we're the dudes that filmed Bigfoot and he ran away. What's that? The Gimli and Patterson, whatever. Yeah, it was me and Joe Flowers, and we scared Bigfoot away, but it was really my mom because obviously I'm Bigfoot too. It was a surprise! It was me in my human form aside drinking ham. This is the Condor heavy duty kukri. It's discontinued because Caucasoid prosimians like fucking GSM and all those people keeping T away from Joe X, they weren't purchasing this. It's a Condor heavy duty kukri. It does everything! Everything! It even strikes ferro rod, dude. Remember, guys, you only need to buy any cutlery at Condor Knife and Tool and SC Knives. Yeah, so honorable mentions. I would like to get the top Storm Vector, but carrying something as big as Joe's wiener would only make T's astral projection at nighttime misdirected. You know, she might get the wrong address. So you guys don't subscribe to Joe X. You don't know who Jacob B. Peterson is. You don't have regular, routinely astroplaning, sleep paralysis, self-induced to go talk to fucking Ben Franklin and Andrew Jackson like Chris Farley did his sensei in the movie Beverly Hills Ninja. You guys will never do that, guys. And I'm here to show you what the real white man was intended to be. Without further ado, this is K-TAAM Radio. We're gonna listen to Ben Franklin. It's important. You gotta do it, I swear. Okay, Pastor Squacho, K-TAAM Radio, Ben Franklin, stupid Google commercial, and we're Uh, hold on.
There are three true friends, an old wife, an old...
Ben Franklin.
There are three true friends, an old wife, an old dog, and cash. Remember that money has the ability to multiply. Early to bed and early to rise is what makes a man healthy, rich, and smart. Make yourself a sheep and the wolves will eat you. Money has never made a man happier, and it never will. The more a man has, the more he wants. But instead of filling the vacuum, he creates it for himself. Experience comes at a high price, but nothing else will teach fools. Don't be in a hurry to choose your friends, and don't be in a hurry to change them. If people are so bad by having religion, what would they be without it? Always be at war with your faults, at peace with your neighbors, and find yourself a better person every new year. Too many people think about defense instead of thinking about opportunity. They seem to be more afraid of life than death.
That's how a white man plays
No matter
guitar.
what position people are in, they can always find comforts and inconveniences.
That's the God's home.
Lend money to an enemy, and you will gain a friend. Lend money to a friend, and you will lose him. Democracy is when two wolves and a lamb vote on the dinner menu. Freedom is when a well-armed lamb challenges the result of that vote. He who claims that money can do everything may very likely himself do everything for money. Spend less than you earn. That's a philosopher's stone. Strong is he who overcomes his bad habits. He who waits for luck never knows if he'll have dinner tonight. Time is money. The best investment is in knowledge. The real tragedy of life is that one becomes old too soon and wise too late. Beware of small expenditures. A small leak will sink a big ship. Many people think they are buying pleasure. In fact, they are selling themselves to it. If you pour the contents of your wallet into your head, no one can take it away from you. The first degree of insanity is to think oneself wise. The second is to talk about it. The third is to refuse advice. If you want to know a girl's faults, praise her in front of her friends. Laziness makes everything difficult. Labor makes everything easy. Investment in knowledge yields the highest rate of return.
The Virgil was built in 1923. Today, it's one of the most exclusive buildings in Manhattan. Hi.
Teach your children.
That's how a white man plays guitar. It's actually axe bass. Air axe, not air bass. Ist Squatch, Pastor.
To be quiet. They will learn to speak. It's better to do beautifully than to speak beautifully. Someone who has done you good once is more likely to help you again than someone you've helped yourself. Either write a book worth reading or do something worth writing. Who is willing to sacrifice freedom for safety deserves neither freedom nor safety. Three can only keep a secret if two of them are dead. Never put off for tomorrow what you can do today. Talk less, do more. Words will show your intelligence, but actions will show your worth.
Pastor Squacho!
Don't speak ill of anyone, but tell all the good things you know about everyone. He who wants to live in peace and tranquility should not say all he knows and judge what he sees. If you do what you shouldn't, tolerate what you don't like. Depravity breakfasts with wealth, dines with poverty, and goes to bed with disgrace. Marriage without love is fraught with love outside of marriage. There are three things that are extraordinarily difficult to do: to break steel, to crush a diamond, and to know oneself. Blessed is he who expects nothing, for he will never be disappointed. Lighthouses are more useful than churches. Never expect trouble or worry about things that may never happen. Stay close to the sunlight. What begins in anger ends in shame. Poverty is not a vice, but a great disadvantage. The secret of success in life is to be ready to seize the opportunity when it is given. To serve God is to do good to people, but many people think that prayer is an easier kind of service and prefer it. If you want to sleep soundly, take a clear conscience to bed with you. He who is badly brought up does not tolerate bad upbringing in others.
You guys want to see? You guys want to see where I get my legendary poses from? Okay, so hold on real quick. No. You guys want to see why I do all those crazy poses? Other than I was in pro wrestling and fucking like drama and shit my whole life. I knew he wasn't a real athlete. Nah, I'm like a karate god too. So that was you motherfuck ass fucking fuck. So mother stupid fucking shit. You stupid fuck shit. Yeah, just here you go. I don't know if you see that. So that was me. That was me before I got tonsured and ninja-ified and trained by. Now this is me. After I got tonsured and trained by a fucking a Romanian Eastern Orthodox ninja monk that kept getting in trouble for doing a bunch of political fucking shit and eventually got arrested for it. And he inspired me that we're all facetious cucks and fake patriots. And I transmogrified into a more benevolent forward creature. And this is the Condor Gunstock War Club. So I'm not. Anyways, got this for two things. It looks cool, and it's a good prop for my channel. And the Cherokee Indian use these. I'm part Cherokee Indian. Good for me. That's why I'm so sleek and aerodynamic and agile and almost half as cool as Joe X, who T from Cold Steel calls Joe Sex. You'll find all barely miss. I got a shoulder. Excuse the song. You find all that business on K-TAAM Radio. See if y'all can see me. The bull. The Golgotha. Yeah, so let me put back some music. Now you saw a picture of me. I was the guy on the album of Slayer, Show No Mercy, before I met my Romanian Orthodox ninja monk friend who kept getting arrested for using his talent for vandalism, graffiti, and stealth camping to do political gestures for pro-Jesus activities that all us evangelical Protestant fake patriots and fat ass fucking excuses for Westerners don't do. So you're gonna listen to some fucking Ben Franklin or something? I'm here to teach the white man how to be white men again. That's the moral of the episode today, guys. Teaching the white man how to be white men by Pastor Squacho. Base you guys up. Andrew Jackson, after this here commercial. This here commercial is Nacho Squacho Young's a sapient creature.
Oh, do not cry. Be good children, and we will all meet in heaven. I was born for the storm, and the calm does not suit me. You are a den of vipers and thieves. I intend to rat you out, and by the eternal God, I will rat you out. When I have suffered sufficiently, the Lord will then take me to himself. It's a damn poor mind that can only think of one way to spell a word. Be good children, all of you, and strive to be ready when the change comes. I am a senator against my wishes and feelings, which I regret more than any other of my life.
Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. The white man says, oh. Only because of me and Joe X and Jacob B. Peterson and the dude from Black Scout Survival and Ted Nugent and the Prophet Elijah or something. Whew. Guys are cheering on Team USA. That was Alien's fault. Alien's fault. I was born in Ohio, dude. I miss it.
The wisdom of man never yet contrived a system of taxation that would operate with perfect equality. I've got big shoes to fill. This is my chance to do something. I have to seize the moment. You must pay the price if you wish to secure the blessing. To the victors belong the spoils. Heaven will be no heaven to me if I do not meet my wife there. No one need think that the world can be ruled without blood. The civil sword shall and must be red and bloody. Peace, above all things, is to be desired, but blood must sometimes be spilled to obtain on equable and lasting terms. There is no pleasure in having nothing to do. The fun is having lots to do and not doing it. Never take counsel of your fears. One man with courage makes a majority.
Mischief springs from the power, which the moneyed interest derives from a paper currency which they are able to control, from the multitude of corporations, with exclusive privileges which are employed altogether for their benefit. Fear not, the people may be deluded for a moment, but cannot be corrupted. I've always been afraid of banks. Take time to deliberate, but when the time for action arrives, stop thinking and go in. Any man worth his salt will stick up for what he believes right, but it takes a slightly better man to acknowledge instantly and without reservation that he is in error. Disunion by force is treason. The Constitution and the laws are supreme, and the Union indissoluble. War is a blessing compared with national degradation. Nullification means insurrection and war, and the other states have a right to put it down. If the Union is once severed, the line of separation will grow wider and wider, and the controversies which are now debated and settled in the halls of legislation will then be tried in fields of battle and determined by the sword. I cannot consent that my mortal body shall be laid in a repository prepared for an emperor or king. My republican feelings and principles forbid it. The simplicity of our system of government forbids it. It is to be regretted that the rich and powerful too often bend the axe of government to their own selfish purposes. There are no necessary evils in government. Its evils exist only in its abuses. The brave man, inattentive to his duty, is worth little more to his country than the coward who deserts in the hour of danger. All the rights secured to the citizens under the Constitution are worth nothing and a mere bubble, except guaranteed to them by an independent and virtuous judiciary. Every good citizen makes his country's honor his own and cherishes it not only as precious, but as sacred. He is willing to risk his life in its defense and is conscious that he gains protection while he gives it.
So there you have it. Andrew Jackson and Ben Franklin quotes. So youngs can learn how to be properly the kind of white man that God created, just like me and Joe X. Youngs is listening to K-TAAM.
Hello out there in YouTube land, this is 1095 High Carbon Radio. This is K-TAAM Radio from San Bernardino National Forest.
K-TAAM Radio, please stand by. I got these damn commercials.
Day, gladiator, 6 months since angry and mean, I lived and breathed.
go down, you never come up. Awesome is his name. All his victims feel the pain. Drop, quit, and awesome bomb. You go down, you never come up. You got the feelings and down on the low, don't you gotta be let in. Sure, don't you know you're breaking the law with the service you're giving? Show the horror, show the alley, show the horror, show the horror, show the horror, Welcome to another episode of K-TAAM Radio. Coming at you live from San Bernardino National Forest. We are gonna wing it. I'm trying to keep young's charged. This is really hard. This is a difficult hobby. I do like fight sports. I do like adventurous shit where you can break your egg. Other people just jack off and play Fortnite and shit. You're welcome to fucking K-TAAM Radio, Knife, Tomahawk, and Machete Radio. I is Pastor Squacho, and I love yous. Weez Ends is going to see what Weez Ends can do today. This is a workout playlist, so I don't have to hear y'all commercials. We're gonna do our best to fast forward to all the Google commercials. We only play K-TAAM Radio commercials because I love yous. I was trying to get the background situated so yous could have some kind of viewing amenities. I love you. So it's I got some. You can see the straws. You can see them stars. You can see all them things. We don't defend anymore. We don't defend us. We don't care. The government takes our constitutional rights. We gotta watch TV and shit. This is fucking K-TAAM Radio. It's fucking 8-day. It's fuck yeah, dude. K-TAAM Radio, coming at you live from San Bernardino National Forest with your host, most unlikable dude in the world, and I don't give a fuck. Pastor fucking Nacho the Squacho. I love you. Don't you know? Welcome to K-TAAM Radio. We're trying to find shit, dude. We're trying to find shit for youngs of viewing pleasure. I hope youngs know that. I hope you know I love you. Oh, Merry Christmas. This is Mr. Jebediah. I am the feller that owns the bar. Teats Galore and Teats Galore. You might have heard of my business from Riddle Steel Radio. Also on the Squacho channel. It's Christmas. I own this channel. I say Merry Christmas. Tune in to K-TAAM Radio. We specialize in giving to you the latest in current news and esoteric kind of things. Also, we'll do all the land sports, bushcraft, and tomahawk throwing, and precarious creeping hunting adventures. Stay tuned to K-TAAM Radio. Subscribe to Joe X as well. And this is your station for free speech and all things that are the most accurate and most truthful social media as possible. So stay tuned to K-TAAM Radio. Thank you for your patronage. This is Uncle Silvergiant, the fellow that owns Teats Galore Bar. That you might have heard on Radio Still Radio. Be sure to tune in to K-TAAM Radio Still Radio, your source for attention patriots, mosh pit veterans, and hardcore lovers of freedom. This weekend, Cletus and Jebediah's fishing in the Double Barrel Emporium is offering free petitions to put you know who on the next ballot. Uncle Ted. Yeah, he's also on a watch list from the feds. And he's thoroughbred. Red, white, blue, just like me, and just like you, brother. So come on down yonder this weekend, for free autographed energy drinks and bowling knives. If you win a prize in our various target shoot games. Oh yeah, Cletus and Jebediah's fishing in the Double Barrel Emporium this weekend, and have off anti-freedom beverage for the day. If you win the target practice all the games. That's right, don't be late. So come on down to Cletus and Jebediah's fishing in the Double Barrel Outdoor Warehouse in Florida. This weekend will be 2 free hand grenades and NATO. I will be with your comments, and shortly you are listening to K-TAAM Radio. We are supporting Cletus and Jebediah's hunting, fishing on a Double Barrel Warehouse Emporium. This weekend only, we got yours, the Titty Twister Sinister Mister from Teats Galore, the Ursula, the Mistress Titty Twister herself, and the yours be able to wrestle her down. Might win like $50 a hog wrestling tournament, mud wrestling competition. So come on down. Within a purchase and automatic primary and secondary covers. Win your chick a tactical breast vest that may be eligible to be autographed by the Motorhead City Batman himself, sweepstakes. This ain't your Barney Sanders convention, y'all. So get on down yonder here and have a beer, shoot a deer, and don't be queer. Limited 3 chicks per visit, unless guaranteed intent to purchase bazooka. Only 3 dicks per visit, unless y'all intend to purposely purchase tertiary bazookas and whatnot. But all biological chicks as totally welcome, as long as the disclaimer says, stand by. All total biologically born chicks are totally welcome, but the disclaimer says, chicks look proud, biological accoutrements, like sheer and total big success. All like really and totally massive and disproportionate to the waistband size. Yeah. So come on in and make sure liberty never is dead. Get your ass in here and hope for Uncle Ted. This message is brought to you by sheer and total kick-ass shit and Black Bazooka Coffee Incorporated. So get on down here to Cletus and Jebediah's fishing in the Double Barrel Emporium. Hello out there in YouTube land, this is 1095 High Carbon Radio. This is K-TAAM Radio from San Bernardino, National Force, USA. Starring Pastor Squacho. Follow fellow DJs. How are y'all doing out there? So hate to see it. To see it. I don't care if yours is here or there. I'll make a money trying to playlist so I can get buff and get off my ass and make a change in this here country. Unlike you goddamn hippie, you common little furry bastards. I'll tell you what, you subscribe and you go to Cletus and Jebediah's barbecue this weekend at the Outdoor Warehouse Emporium, and then Reason's gonna do some pole wrestling over yonder at Tits Galore. I tell you what, I'm signing in, motherfuckers. It is welcome to K-TAAM Radio, y'all. It's fucking AM. So get back, we're saying get back to regular schedule programming. I love you. I'm trying to block regular stupid Google commercials, so shit's stupid.
Recovered hundreds of millions of... No one in this world can you trust. Not men, not women, not beasts. This you can trust. Between the time when the oceans drank Atlantis and the rise of the sons of Arius, there was an age undreamed of. And unto this, Conan, destined to bear the jeweled crown of Aquilonia upon a troubled brow. It is I, his chronicler, who alone can tell thee of his saga. Let me tell you of the days of high adventure.
K-TAAM Radio. Please stand by. Thank you.
strange and people strange and the vain thing. The kings of the earth take their stand, and the rulers take counsel together against Yahweh and against his anointed, saying, let us tear the fence apart and cast away the cords from us. He who sits in the heavens laughs, the Lord mocks them. Then he speaks to them in his anger and terrifies them in his fury, saying, but as for me, and is called my king.
So I have gotten behind in.
So shut up. This is a Google commercial. I apologize. Shut up.
That can't walk
If you want to fast forward to Google, just push your fucking phone.
The blue and I
Von Heifen vollen worden. 5. Thief! That's how I'm playing ball.
ever made will overtake that which today a mild charger in the ground. If you can knock us down, we do what we do, what we must. After my plan, you will trust. Execute it well. We risk everything.
Unreliable. I have tried.
This is K-95 High Carbon Radio. This is K-TAAM Radio. From Sacramento, National Force, USA. Starring Pastor Squacho. Follow.
Sally.